am coming on because we have some breaking news. Kelly Price is broken her silence. She is alive. I wouldn't say she's doing well, but she is alive, and we're literally hearing from her. TMZ breaking the news: singer Kelly Price breaks silence on missing status. I flatlined, but I am alive. Kelly Price is finally addressing ongoing MIA from her family and shares an incredible story of a hospitalization from the virus, telling us at one point she was medically dead. Price tells us she was actually missing. She was never actually missing, despite some of the family members insisting that she had vanished without a trace. Kelly said she was isolating herself as she recovers from the virus and was avoiding her family, who she said she doesn't routinely stay in touch with. Price's battle of the virus was a serious one, she said. She actually flatlined at one point and had to be brought back to life by doctors and staff. She told us she was literally on her deathbed, but miraculously bounced back. That's not to say she's out of the woods yet. Far from it, in fact. Kelly is still oxygen and at times had a rough time speaking with us. This is speaking to TMZ. She went to get her story out. So that question I asked earlier, why was the attorney involved in it? She answered. We asked Kelly's attorney, Monica Ingram, if she had been vaccinated, but Irvin would not specify. As for why there was a disconnect between Kelly's family and her whereabouts, Kelly touched on that as well. Sounded like there was more of a BTS drama between her and her sister and perhaps others. She also spoke to Irving, who outlined the steps they would need to take in order to get Kelly off Georgia's missing persons list, which is what kickstarted this frenzy to begin with. So there's drama on top of drama. There is Kelly who's coming out and saying, I'm the one who isolated myself. I'm the one who told everybody I don't want anybody to see me. And apparently, going by her words, the people that wanted to see her, she wasn't that close with to begin with. I do have one excerpt from what Kelly Price was saying about what's going on.
A couple days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was.
Wait, when you say they lost you, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah, I died.
So, as far as we can understand it, as far as I'm going to understand it, all of this was driven by Kelly Price herself. Who said who didn't want to see the family? Kelly Price. Who didn't want to see the sister? Kelly Price. Who didn't want to see the kids? Kelly Price. Who was recovering and didn't want to be bothered? Kelly Price. Who told the husband not to let the police in? That's up for debate. That Kelly Price could have said it. The boyfriend of Kelly Price could have taken it upon herself to say, no, we're not allowing anybody to come in. She's recovering. So at this point right now, it looks like everything that was driven for the missing of Kelly Price was Kelly Price. And there is a story behind the fact of her saying, of the family per se. The family that is saying that they're close. Let me rephrase it. I'm going by how they was coming off. This is my only family. This is my sister. This is my only family that I have. This is the only thing that I have. This is what's going on. Blah blah blah. And everything else. Um, the kids are not seeing it and everything else. Now Kelly Price did make the remark of the people who are reaching out to me. We wasn't that close to begin with. So, sir, can I ask you a question? Go right ahead. Ask away. So Kelly is coming off as, and I have to specify how I'm saying this is because what I feared was going to happen is there is going to be more involved in this than what's being said right now. And I knew it was. Hoping it wasn't, but I knew it was. That all of this was driven by Kelly Price to say, I'm recovering. I don't want nobody to see me like this. Maybe to the fact of, hey, I can't deal with you and me recovered at the time. And literally on her deathbed, as you heard her say, at one time she passed away and came back. So literally she was on her deathbed. So this may have been, look, I can't deal with you and you worried about me. And trust me, I'm speculating. All of this is speculation. I can't deal with you and you worrying about me and you just blah, 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 and everything else. And I'm literally on my deathbed right here and right now. So I need you to stay away. Maybe that was maybe those orders was given to the husband. Maybe those orders was also given to her attorney who said, and correctly now, that yes, she's alive and recovering. So this does answer a lot of questions, but it opens up new ones. And when I say it opened up new ones, this is sort of getting into the category of, okay, now we just being nosy and want to know what the heck is going on. Then the new question is, okay, why were you keeping yourself away from family, your sister, your children? Why were you keeping yourself away from it when they escalated everything? You're missing. We haven't heard from you. We're sending police to your house to check on you, wellness check and everything. They escalated the situation. And trust me, from my opinion, rightfully so. Rightfully so that they should escalate the situation. Hey, we haven't heard from you. But from Kelly Price's point of view of saying the people who were escalating these events, we're not that close to begin with. We're not, at a certain level where you was not, and once again, I'm speculating. All of this is speculating, but it may not be that there is bad blood in the family. It may be more or less sort of hey, we're not that close that you would escalate me missing. If that makes sense. It's me speculating is sort of like the equivalent of saying a third cousin from the left is all of a sudden looking for you and they're going out of their way to find you. And it's sort of like, okay, we family and everything else, and I understand that, but why are you taking it to this extreme? if why is this all of a sudden that big of a deal? And it's sort of kind of sound like that's what Kelly Price is saying. It's like we ain't like that. So why are you taking it that to the extreme? I still have to ask the question of why did she check out of the hospital? That's me. Why did you check out of the hospital? That's not making any sense. Especially now if you're coming off telling everybody you was literally on your deathbed. You passed. You died. And by whoever I'm speaking to right now, by the grace of God, by a miracle, by the miracle of modern medicine, whatever you want to use, you came back to life. My question is, why did you leave the hospital? Why did you think that was a good idea? I still also do have to ask the question somewhat of why the boyfriend would not let the police come in and say, hey, here she is, but she's recovering. There you go. You can leave. I say somewhat because let's call it the way it is. Some people come in and say, hey, this is okay. We got eyes on her. She's fine and blah, 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 and everything else. And then we do have, we let's just be realistic. We do have a society of people that will come in and look at stuff and just go, okay, no, we no, this ain't right. No, I don't like how she's being treated. I don't know. I don't like how she's being, what's going on here. We do live in a society where somebody who has no medical credentials whatsoever go in. She could be on a ventilator. She could have a team of doctors around her 24 hours a day, and they look in and go, no, I don't like this situation at all. I'm finna call in ABCD and have this removed and have this changed. We don't know. That could be the situation why the boyfriend just decided, you know what, in order for me to cut down on any and all drama, she's fine, she's recovering, but you can't come in and see her. So just to iterate, Kelly Price is fine. I would say she's well. She's not well. She is fine. She's not missing. They're going to have to go through some hurdles to take her off the missing persons list, because that's the way it is. And she's still recovering. She recovered enough to give an interview saying, hey, I almost died. And, I'm alive. Nothing happened to me. I'm still recovering. So we're done with that. And I don't understand the family that was looking for me. We're not that close to begin with for it to be escalated to the point that it is. So I wanted to come on here because I actually did a live show earlier tonight about Kelly Price, and I did not want to just okay, she's found, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Y'all figure it out when y'all see it and whatever, that's wrong. In my opinion, that's wrong. So that's it. Just wanted to come on and update everybody. The same Redrick. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe before you leave out. Don't forget to hit that like button. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.